Hall of Fame weekend, this come up every year in Canastota, upstate New York. I don't want to go too deep on this one, but, you knew you were a sure shot.
Yeah.
I felt like I was a sure shot, but
You were.
I didn't know if they was going to try to play with me. I knew I did what I was supposed to do. I felt like I was a lock after the Super Six.
Right.
Nothing else included.
Right.
But you just don't know how I don't have a vote. And those that vote, I don't know how they feel about me. So
right.
I knew it, but I didn't fully know it. I'm gonna start with myself. When I first got that call, man, it's like I knew that the call was gonna come around a certain time if I got in. And I had just got off a plane and I saw Ed Brophy, a missed call. Somehow it got through, before I landed. And I'm like, this it. This might be it. And I had my son with me. I was coming back from commentating and got in my car and I put him on speaker, man, and he gave me the whole line and, welcome to the Hall of Fame. You're going to be enshrined for life. And for me, man, tears was flowing because it's a lot that go into this thing. It's a lot of sacrifice, man. And I'm not even talking about as an adult. I'm saying as a kid. Me and you talked about this when you came on the show and you've been talking about this for most of your career. It's a lot of sacrifice that goes into this, but it ain't no guarantees. It's credit cards getting maxed out. It's money getting spent, go on these trips and do these different things. And you really miss out on the childhood. Probably some bad things you shouldn't have been involved in, but there's some good stuff you missed too. And all of that just came and hit me when I got that phone call. And even after I retired, I felt like I could rest a little bit. But I don't think for me, it wasn't until I got that actual call and that became official that I felt like I could take that deep breath, man, and really just exhale and say, the job is done. How about yourself?
Yeah, I was kind of like that, but I was a little bit different because for me, it's like I kind of knew the call was going to come. That's why I went so hard when I was active because I wanted to be sure that there was no question that call would come one day. But at the same time, it's like it took a lot out of me when I seen them put Sylvester Stallone in the Hall of Fame. It took a lot out of me because
Really?
I know the blood and the sacrifices that we go through to get there. And for you to put a guy that's just acting like he went through all that in the Hall of Fame, like, wow, really? So if he can go in the Hall of Fame for acting like that, then what good is it really going to do me to go in the Hall of Fame? I wasn't just acting. You understand me? So it kind of got me for a minute, but some of my family members kind of talked to me and they say, this is a little bit more than what you putting on it. Leave that personal part out of it. You just got to understand that this is what you did. This is really what you sacrificed your life for, moments like this. So don't be too stubborn to appreciate what God has given you because you didn't have to have that. You know what I mean? A lot of people wish that they could be in your position and they're putting you in there. So don't shun that position. Don't look down on that blessing because that is truly a blessing. That's saying a lot for what you've done and what you've, like you said, sacrificed and the dedication, the years of dedication, the robins of a gold medal at the Olympics, that makes all of that worth your while. So it's like, do not take that opportunity and look down on it. Look up to the opportunity. That's a beautiful opportunity. It's something people wish they could be. Everybody that did anything wish they could go in the Hall of Fame for what they did one day. And you are being blessed to be in there. So shush and go make the most of it. So I went there, I made the most of it, and I think I had one of the best Hall of Fame speeches of all times. I think my Hall of Fame speech would go down in history as the best Hall of Fame speech ever in boxing.
So I gotta leave my mark. Gotta highlight real with the greatest knockouts you ever saw. Now let's break it down.
I was sitting right there. Yeah. Beautiful time and a unique time because we had three classes. I think it was 2020, 2021, 2022, I believe.
Yep.
For me, I had to pinch myself and remind myself that I belong, that I deserve to be there because of the faces that were there were ones that I looked up to, yourself, the Bernards, the Floyds, Layla, Ann Wolf, them kind of people. It just was surreal to me, and I think, I don't know, I gotta keep digging on this, but I think I might be the second youngest to ever get into the Hall of Fame. I think Wilfred Benitez is the youngest, if I'm not mistaken, but that's what I was told. I know some of y'all historians out there, y'all are dead. He lying. I don't know. I think I'm the second youngest, but being that, Man, just looking around that room, man, it hit different, Roy.
Yeah, it hit very different. There was a lot of familiar faces there. It made you feel like you belong there. You know, when you get enshrined into the Hall of Fame, it makes you feel like you belong amongst the best, and you definitely did belong amongst the best. So congratulations again, because I watched your whole career play out, man, and you're one of the people that definitely deserved to be there.
Man, that's a blessing, brother. I appreciate you. We're going to wrap this right here. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Till next time.
Adios.
All the Smoke fighters headed to the Hall of Fame. That's right. This year's International Boxing Hall of Fame induction weekend in boxing's hometown, Canastota, New York, takes place from Thursday, June 5th through Sunday, June 8th, ending with an annual ceremony immortalizing boxing's all-time greats.
The International Boxing Hall of Fame are hosting fan events and experiences all weekend long. On Friday night, June 6th, Salida Promotion will present a terrific fight card in association with All the Smoke Fight, live on the Zone from the Turning Stone Resort Casino in Verona, New York. Featuring USBA heavyweight champion Brandon Moore, defending his title against undefeated prospect Stanley Wright in the main event. Plus a stacked undercard featuring world champion Franchon Cruz-Dezurn and rising prospects JJ Pagan and DeVell Smith.
Sounds to me, we're gonna have a great fight night. And of course, Sunday, the ceremony to induct the class of 2025. Legends like Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao, Michael second to none, and the Tasmanian Devil, Vinny Paz.
Join All the Smoke Fight and Salida Promotion at Turning Stone Resort Casino for this year's International Boxing Hall of Fame induction weekend.
Hey listen, visit turningstone.com for accommodations and tickets to Friday's fight night. Visit ibhof.com for the full induction weekend schedule.